Hello everyone, we are Group 5. And my name is Liang, she is Wang Leping, and she is Zhang Ping. Okay. Our topic today is composing an invitation letter. This is our table of contents. Warming up and vocabulary will be presented by me, Liang, and scenario 1 will be presented by me and Wang Leping. Then for preposition practice will be presented by Wang Leping. Then, discussion questions, activity 1, high and low context culture will be presented by Zhang Ping. Then, conclusion, inside story, and job assignment will be presented by Wang Leping. After that, we will have a 20 minutes break time. And after the break time, we will welcome each group come to the stage to give us some comments. Then we will choose 3 best commentators. Finally, we will give you our feedback. And the first part is warming up. Please turn to page 74. In this part, there are 2 questions, and for each question, I will give you 3 answers for you to consult. Yeah. And the first question is, what do people say when they accept an invitation? Or answer 1, thank you for the invitation. I would be honored to attend. And answer 2, I appreciate the opportunity and will be pleased to participate. And the third answer, I gratefully accept the invitation and look forward to the conference. And question number 2, what do people say when they refuse an invitation? And for answer 1, I sincerely appreciate the invitation, but unfortunately, I will not be able to attend due to scheduling conflicts. And the next one, thank you for the kind invitation. Regrettably, I'm unable to participate on this occasion. And the last one, I truly appreciate the opportunity. However, I must respectfully decline due to prior commitments. In my opinion, no matter whether you are accepting or refusing an invitation, you need to try your best to show your sincerity and respect to the people who invite you by using some humble words like such as I sincerely appreciate or I truly appreciate, etc. Yeah. And the next part is vocabulary. There will be 5 words and 1 phrase in this part. And the first one is reimbursement. Please repeat after me. Reimbursement. Reimbursement. It's a noun and it means the act of paying back money to someone who has spent it for you or lost it because of you, or the amount that is paid back. For example, it looks pretty fine, but I think you may want to mention our reimbursement policy. Please repeat the sentence.
It looks pretty fine, but I think you may want to mention our reimbursement policy.
And the next one, complimentary.
Complimentary.
It's an adjective. It means given or supplied free of charge. For example, I'll need to tell them they are entitled to a complimentary registration for the convention.
I need to tell them they are entitled to a complimentary registration for the convention.
Subsistence.
Subsistence.
It's a noun and it means the means of maintaining or supporting oneself. For example, they will also be reimbursed for the actual cost of travel and subsistence expenditures.
They will also be reimbursed for the actual cost of travel and subsistence expenditures.
Next one, expenditure.
Expenditure.
It's a noun and it means the action of spending funds and amount of money spent. For example, they will also be reimbursed for the actual cost of travel and subsistence expenditures.
They will also be reimbursed for the actual cost of travel
boilerplate. It's a noun, and it means text that can be copied and used in legal documents or in computer programs with only very small changes. For example, the boilerplate information about the company as well as the contract information.
The boilerplate information about the company as well as the contract information.
Next one, jot down.
Just down.
It's a phrase, and it means to write something quickly on a piece of paper so that you remember it. For example, right, I'm going to jot down the points you've just made.
Right, I'm going to jot down the points you've just made.
And it's scenario 1, and it's on page 74 to 75. And this part will be presented by me and Wang Leping. And I will be Nina, and Wang Leping will be Tom. Please repeat after me. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, I haven't seen you for a while. How are you doing?
Hello, I haven't seen you for a while. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thanks.
I'm doing very well, thanks.
I was wondering whether you have drafted the invitation letters to the keynote speakers yet.
I was wondering whether you have drafted the invitation letters to the keynote speakers yet.
Yes, I have, but I'm not sure whether I've included sufficient information about the convention in the letters.
Yes, I have, but I'm not sure whether I included sufficient information about the convention in the letters.
I presume that you have mentioned the theme of the conference, the date, the venue, and how long we expect their keynote speech would be.
I presume that you have mentioned that the name of the conference, the date, how long we expect their keynote speech would be.
You presume right, but somehow I feel like there's some information missing.
The presume right, but somehow I feel like there's some information missing.
Would you like me to take a look at it?
Would you like me to take a look at it?
That would be great.
That would be great.
It looks pretty fine, but I think you may want to mention our reimbursement policy.
It looks pretty fine, but I think you may want to mention our
Reimbursement. Please repeat.
reimbursement.
You're right.
You're right.
I can't believe I forgot to mention it.
I can't believe I forgot to mention it.
I'll need to tell them they are entitled to a complimentary registration for the convention.
I will need to tell them they are entitled to a complimentary registration for a convention.
They will also be reimbursed for the actual cost of travel and subsistence expenditures.
They will also be reimbursed
For the actual costs. Try again.
They will also be reimbursed for the actual cost of
Costs.
travel and subsistence expenditures.
Altogether, they will also be reimbursed.
They will also be reimbursed for the actual costs.
Costs.
For instance, the flight ticket cost and high-speed rail ticket cost and any necessary cost of making the journey.
For instance, the flight ticket cost, the high-speed rail ticket cost, and any necessary cost of making the journey.
And the cost of the accommodation if they wish to stay overnight.
And the cost of the accommodation if they wish to stay overnight.
That's correct.
That's correct.
And don't forget to ask them to submit the original receipts for reimbursement.
Receipts.
Receipts.
No, there's no P. Receipts.
Receipts.
Okay, together. Receipts. No P, okay? It's a silent P. Continue, please.
And don't forget to ask them to submit the original receipts for reimbursement.
Don't forget to ask them to submit the original receipts for reimbursement.
Right. I'm going to jot down the points you've just made. Anything else?
Right, I'm going to jot down the points you've just made. Anything else?
Maybe send them the agenda of the convention too.
This is in the agenda of the convention too.
Yes, that's very important. And what else?
Yes, it's very important. And what else?
Keep brainstorming.
Keep brainstorming.
I'd better go back to work.
I better go back to work.
I've got a massive workload awaiting me.
I got a massive workload awaiting me.
Okay, cheers. I'll see you later.
Okay, cheers. I'll see you later.
See you soon.
I'm Wang Leping, so the next part is preposition practice. And in this part, we have 7 questions. So if you know the answer, please raise your hand. So question 1. Yes, I have, but I'm not sure whether I've included sufficient information, the convention in the letters. 金慧. Yeah, the answer is about. Please repeat after me. Yes, I have, but I'm not sure whether I've included sufficient information about the convention in the letters. Question number 2. I presume that you have mentioned the theme, the conference, the date, the venue, and how long we expect their keynote speech would be. 轩宇.
Off.
Yeah, the answer is off. Please repeat after me. I presume that you have mentioned the theme of the conference, the date, the venue, and how long we expect their keynote speech would be.
I presume that you have mentioned the theme of the conference, the date, the venue, and how long we expect their keynote speech would be.
Question number 3. Would you like me to take a look at it?
Then it.
Yeah, the answer is at. So please repeat after me. Would you like me to take a look at it?
Would you like me to take a look at it?
Number 4. I'll need to tell them they are entitled to a complimentary registration, the convention.
余翔 4.
Yeah, the answer is 4. Please repeat after me. I'll need to tell them they are entitled to a complimentary registration for the convention.
I need to tell them they are entitled to a complimentary registration for the convention.
Number 5. For instance, the flight ticket cost, the high-speed rail ticket cost, and any necessary cost making the journey. 一题. Yeah, the answer is off. So please repeat after me. For instance, the flight ticket cost, the high-speed rail ticket cost, and any necessary cost of making the journey.
For instance, the flight ticket cost, the high-speed rail ticket cost, and any necessary cost of making the journey.
Number 6. And don't forget to ask them to submit the original receipts.
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 No P. Okay, it's silent P.
Okay, sorry, I forgot.
Receipts. All together.
Receipts.
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 Okay.
Receipts. Reimbursement.
绘本
Yeah, the answer is 4. So please repeat after me, and don't forget to ask them to submit the original receipts for reimbursement.
Don't forget to ask them to submit the original receipts for reimbursement.
So the last one, maybe send them the agenda, the convention too. Sorry, I forgot your name. General, yeah. Yeah, the answer is off. Please repeat after me. Maybe send them the agenda of the convention too. And the next part will be discussion questions. It will be Zhang to present it. I'll give the floor to her.
Hello everyone, I'm Zhang. Please turn to page 77. In this discussion question, there has two questions to discuss. The first one is, what are the tips for writing a successful press release? Besides using a catchy, attention-grabbing headline and a famous quote, are there any other ingredients you could add? For this question, I think in order to writing a successful press release, first one, I think there should be clear and focused messaging. You need to stay on topic and avoid unnecessary jargon, and keep the tone professional but engaging. Also avoid using overly technical language unless it's essential for your target audience. So the next one is target audience. You need to customize your press release for a specific audience you want to reach. It means who's going to reading it. And focus on the benefits or value your news provides to the audience. Next question is, in addition to a press release, can you think of other ways to promote an international convention? For this question, I have come up with two ways. First one is social media campaigns. Social media is the most powerful and immediate way to share information. So the platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Threads allows us to increase visibility and directly interact with potential attendees. You can create a unique event hashtag, regularly update about the event, introduce speakers, share event highlights. And next one is email marketing. Email marketing can let us reach potential attendees directly by sending target emails with discounts, VIP offers, and event updates. You can generate interest and encourage registrations. Let's move on to the activity 1. Please turn to 78. In this activity, they want us to compose an invitation letter for a guest speaker. So I have complete an email with its requirements. So let's take a look. Dear Miss Irvine, we are writing to invite you to give a talk at 14th Annual GRI Convention, which will be held on November 1st, 2014.
Sorry to interrupt. Next time, if you encounter dates, years, please update. This is 11 years ago, 2014. What year is now? 2025. So you need to update all the numbers, figures. When it comes to numbers or figures, you need to update. Okay.
Okay. At Express Easy Hotel, your expertise in retail management will be invaluable to our attendees, and we will be honored to have you share your insights and experience. We are able to offer an honorarium of 20,000
Honorarium.
honorarium.
Okay, please repeat. Honorarium.
honorarium of 20,000 NT dollars for your participation. Additionally, we will be happy to assist with any travel and accommodation arrangements if needed. We will greatly appreciate hearing from you at your earliest convenience regarding your availability. Please feel free to let us know if you have any specific requirements or if there is anything we can do to facilitate your participation. Thank you for your considering our invitation. We sincerely hope you will be able to join us for this special occasion. And best regards. And it's my full name and my position. Next. Let's move on to the high and low context culture. In this part, I will assume a situation called handling customer complaints in restaurants. Let's take a look at the high context culture. In the communication way, they are indirect and implicit. But in the low context culture, they are direct and explicit. And in a high context culture, nonverbal cues are very important, but not that important in low context culture. About the customer expectation, they will need empathy and reassurance. But in low context culture, the customer will need quick and logical fix the problem. And the employee's response, they should avoid conflicts. In low context culture, they should acknowledge issues and offer a solution to the customer. So I prepared 2 dialogues. Let's take a look at dialogue 1. Customer say, "Excuse me, I wanted to mention something about my dish." The waiter say, "Of course, is there anything not to your liking?" Customer say, "Well, it's not quite what I expected." The waiter said, "I understand. Let me see what we can do. Perhaps a small adjustment in the kitchen?" The customer said, "That will be great. I appreciate it." If anyone knows the answer, you can raise your hand. Is this a high context culture or a low context culture? Xinghui. Yes, the answer is high context culture.
You don't have a remote?
被借完。
Okay.
Let's take a look at dialogue 2. Customer say, "Excuse me, there's something wrong with my dish." Waiter say, "I'm sorry about that. What seems to be the issue?" Customer said, "It's too salty and the pasta is a bit undercooked." The waiter said, "I see. Would you like us to make a new one for you, or would you prefer a different dish?" The customer said, "A new one will be great if possible." Does anyone know the answer? Penny. Yes, the answer is low context culture. Next part is conclusion. I will give a floor to Leping.
Okay, so in conclusion, today's presentation talk about how to discuss the composition of invitation letters, and it covering expressions for accepting and declining invitation. And we also talk about practical dialogue scenarios and preposition practice, and we also talk about the differences between high and low context culture. And after this presentation, I hope all of us can learn some skills or new information, new knowledge in this lesson. And let's move on to references. So in English for Minds, we use it for our contents and in warming up vocabulary, scenario 1, preposition practice, and discussion questions. Also activity 1. And in Yahoo Dictionary, we use it for checking some phonetic symbols. In Cambridge Dictionary, we use it for also checking Chinese and English definition. And in ChatGPT, we use it to finding some examples for discussion questions, activity 1, high-low context culture. And this is our inside story. First one is me, Wang Leping. I did it on March 14th, 15th, and 16th. All did it at home, and the total hour is 6 hours. And the next one is Zixun. She did it on March 14th, 15th, and 16th. All did it at home, and the total hour is 6 hours and 30 minutes. And the last one is Zhang Ting's inside story. She did it on March 14th, 15th, and 16th. All did it at home, and the total hour is 6 hours. And the next part is job assignment. First one is me, Wang Leping. I did preposition practice, conclusion, references, inside story, job assignment, and break time. Next one is Zixun. She did table of content, warming up, vocabulary, and scenario 1. And the last one is Zhang Ting, discussion questions. She did discussion questions, activity 1, and high-low context culture. And so now is break time. Please come back at 14:15. Thank you.
2:15.
Sorry, 2:15.